Yo, what is going on, team? Welcome. Good morning. It is Wednesday, April 9th, and the markets have been wild, crazy. Let's get into it. Also, I do want to apologize. I have to update the link for the Discord. So if you were trying to get into it, the link was broken, but it will be fixed. It's still not fixed, but it will be fixed. I think we need to dive into these markets. But before we do, here, let's go into the charts for a second. Let's take a look at what we have here. FOMC minutes happening at 2 p.m. today. So be careful. I don't really care for FOMC minutes. They're just a summary of what happened the last FOMC, basically, with some extra stuff. I don't care for it. And then we have verse of the day. So starting off with First Corinthians 3:16. Don't you know that you yourselves are God's temple and that God's spirit dwells in your midst? I love it. So I'm gonna be trading today with that in mind, understanding that yeah, like just basically welcoming God's spirit here into what we're doing. What's up? Good morning, Daniel. And first and foremost, that's what we're gonna do. Just put God first and on all of our trading and everything that we do. So I'm gonna start us off with a prayer real quick, and then we'll jump right into it. Father, thank you for this morning. Thank you for the opportunity that we get to trade, to be here, Lord. I pray that you give us peace, give us wisdom, Lord, and clarity as we move through the charts, Father, and allow us to manage our time well, Lord, and allow us to just execute. And not take all day here, Lord. We thank you. Guide us in Jesus' name. Amen. All right, let's dive into the charts. Before we do, let me put some. Oh, yes. No, 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 not that. Let's put some. Yeah, we'll put some of this. Love it. Oh, okay. No, let's put this right here. I'll be listening to music. If it's too loud, let me know, but I think we'll be a-okay. All right, so guys, what the heck, man? What a push. What a push to the downside. We have been all over the place, pushing down, pushing up. This market doesn't know what it wants to do, really. No, it does. It does. But so looking at this is a weekly. Yeah, we're on the weekly chart. We tapped into a couple of important PD arrays. There's a 6-month gap here. I think this is a 3-month or a 6-month gap inside of another BPR on the weekly. On the daily, we have ES. I know that ES is tapping into something important. It's loading for me, so let's give it a second. Is my internet fine? Yeah, my internet's fine. So ES is, dude, what is going on? Here we go. I want you guys to see this for a moment. ES, we're tapping into. There is an inversion there, and then there is a fair value gap there. So the overlap of this is right here. Between here and here. This area specifically, that's what I want to look at. That's what I'll be looking at, right? This is sort of the the overlap of these two gaps. That's where it would be. This would be considered a sort of BPR. I'd be watching that. That's not to say we can't bounce from here. Like we can. Why? RTY has just put in, if we go to the daily time frame, has just put in a new low. Is that a new low? It is. So we just put in a new low for the year, RTY. So now we have divergence again inside of this sort of big time frame, right? This BPR, these fair value gaps. I'd be careful. I still want to see another asset take this low, but we don't have to, right? We put this low in today, April 9th, overnight, I believe. Let's go to the 1 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour and let's see what's going on there. Yeah. Overnight, 1 a.m. we put that low in. Boom, tapped into it, moved higher, and we're here now. So another thing we need to pay attention to is we moved into this Fair value gap. Let's go to the 3 hour. And I'm moving these time frames so that we can see what's going on, and start to sort of frame a trade. Give us a bias on where we think direction's going to go. Yo, my internet is pretty slow right now. It's pretty slow. Okay, there we go. On the 3 hour, right? What do we do? Let's measure this. That's 38% of the move there. We're not quite at 50% of that yet. At least not on NQ. Did we take 50%? We barely tapped 50% on YM. I know we're not there on ES or RTY. This could be a breakaway gap. This could be a breakaway gap. Or we push all the way up here again today, and then we get another move to the downside. But again, we have this SMT, so I've got to be really careful with that. Just knowing that it's there, right? Understanding that it's there. Does it have to play out today? No, but we expect a reaction, and that's what we got, right? That was the reaction overnight, and this is where this high came into play, right? Right here, because of that SMT. Is this going to hold? I want to see lower prices on all assets, but I have to be aware that, hey, this doesn't have to hold. We could just, I mean, this could just go, right? Like this could just continue higher. We have no SMT above here on the 3 hour, but I want to show you what I saw earlier. Yeah, no real SMT here. Maybe we wait for this leg higher, put in an SMT at 50% of that move, right? And then we can frame a trade to the downside. But here's what I saw earlier. This is what I saw. We have SMT here. So if we go to the 5-minute, right? And this is where I'm trusting the downside for now, right? All of this, I'm still trusting the downside. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. Can you not do that? Thank you. All right, this is where I'm trusting it, right? So let's look at this. We put this high here on all assets, right? And we did that inside of a gap, right? We took liquidity. So here's, let's just play this one out together. Swept liquidity inside a new weekly opening gap, which is an imbalance to me. Boom, but put a low. Great. Putting a second leg, right? This was our first leg, second leg. This second leg gave us an SMT, right? Then I'm waiting for a CISD. We got our CISD. That means to me, all of this, sorry, the SMT was right there. As all of this is protected highs, right? Until we meet the target. What's the target? Well, let's measure this manipulation move from the top to the bottom, and we get it right here, down to these lows. I think I measured it here actually. Yeah, right there. That was the actual swing, right? Because we get a high, low, high, low. So this was my target right here. This would be 16,804, 805 would be the target, which lands, but these lows land between that target, right? So that's where I'm trusting this model still to play out to the downside, giving us an SMT at these lows. Now, we took this low, right? RTY just putting a new year low, and I have to be careful with that, but I want to see us put in a second low to confirm that high time frame SMT, right? Do we have to put in new lows on these assets? No, but I would like to see an SMT take place between this low and another low. So maybe we get an asset that doesn't meet this, right? And this is where my target is, right before these lows, right? I'm not going to target these lows. I'm going to target right before, because we could get this SMT right here and then push higher. You know, RTY gives us a lower low and then we push higher. That would confirm to me that we're going higher. So trusting this model, right? This is simply just a pullback inefficiencies, right? Moving back to an inefficiency, back to a higher time frame CISD. If we look at this, right? CISD is right here, moving right into it. You can see that right here. Boom. Tapped right into that CISD, right? This model is still holding true. This model to me is still holding true. Okay. I know there's a lot of lines here, but I hope you understand. So let me just kind of map this one out. High time frame sweep inside new week opening gap. Great. Then what? Then we have our SMT. Great. Then what? Then we have our CISD. I'm going to put that right here. This is a 5-minute CISD. Awesome. Confirmed it right here. So this was the candle that confirms that CISD right here. Okay. Because we closed right there. So if you can see, we closed right there. Awesome. Let me get rid of this right here. So my entry can now be anywhere around here. Where would my entry be? Well, let's put it, it could be, since we don't have a fair value gap, we could enter anywhere on this breaker, right? From this to here. So this becomes an entry right here. All of this becomes an entry. Stop loss at the top, right? You can see how many times we try to keep going above. You know, we try to pierce above here. And you just have to have the conviction to hold, right? Now, overnight, I didn't see this play out. Okay, overnight, I did not see this play out. I think I saw it earlier this morning when we were right around here, somewhere around here, I think. So we'll see what we get. Here's another entry, right? If we do want to respect this, again, back to our CISD. I can't measure that for crap. There's a BPR there and this for value gap. Boom. There's a second entry. If price really is respecting this, right? Let's see. Yep. Yep. So there it is. I would be looking for something here. Why? SMT is coming. If do we have SMT here? No, we don't have SMT. Okay. All right. This was a push. CISD there. Yeah. With this price action, it's a little tricky. It's a little tricky. I'm not gonna lie. It is a little tricky, right? Okay. All right. Elias, you need to stop, bud. So with this price action is tricky, right? Because we're getting these big swings. So even if we do a single contract or anything, like this price action is just going to be wild. It's going to be all over the place, right? So this is something you got to be aware of. Let me see right here. Boom. Something you got to be aware of. But there is a model here. We haven't tapped any of this yet. Let's see. Oh, maybe ES did. Let's go to the 5-minute. I want to measure this for a second. Okay, no. Haven't tapped into that yet. Oh, wait, right here, right here. Did we tap? Oh, we did tap into that. All right, so ES has met this target. YM has, or sorry, NQ has not met this target. This is where things get tricky, right? Because we're looking, let's see, right here to here. This is our swing low right here. YM is accumulating, so distribution, second stage accumulation. We have, here's the thing that we have no SMT, looks like. There's no SMT down here at these lows. We put this one in. This is where we just have to be careful. Target is met on ES. The overall price action, we're bearish. On a higher time frame, now we gotta zoom out. Let's zoom out for a second and see where we're at. Right? Because on a higher time frame, we measure this. This becomes our second stage of accumulation. understanding that the higher time frame is accumulating in this stage, right? And then we have another model to the downside inside of this accumulation. I'm willing to take this to the downside, right? To continue lower. If this is our second stage accumulation to the downside, right? Origin of accumulation is right here, right? Then we get this manipulation move to the downside. This could go either way, but I am there because this whole price action has been bearish because of just the way we've been trading lately. I would feel more confident going in short than long, right? I would. And again, we just took this low, right? We took this high time frame. Like this is a new year low on RTY. So this is again, be careful with this. Uh, what else can I tell you? Price action has been wild, right? We are in a distribution quarter, right? 9 a.m. This is our distribution. So Wednesday is distribution. Today or right now, the AM session from 6 to 12 is a distribution quarter, and then the actual 90-minute from 9 to 10:30 is distribution. So yeah, just be careful. Just be careful. Here's an SMT right here. Are we going to invalidate this? Right? We tapped our CISD. Like this to me is still a model. Right? This to me is still a valid model. Just because I understand that we are in a first stage accumulation on a higher time frame model for this, and looking for this inside of the, like, basically just stacking models, right? So the question is, are you willing to take a risk on this, right? Because your stop loss, I don't know that it can be up here anymore. So then look for a second model to present itself. So let's do the same thing. Let's do the same thing. All right, SMT. Boom. We know, so we could see it a couple ways, right? High time frame, um, either a sweep or something. So but we know this is high time frame. We know that there's our SMT right there, right? Boom. Our change in the state is going to be right here if we want to get that, right? So there we go. I'm just watching, just watching. We're literally just playing model on top of a model on top of a model on top of a model. Daily model, or sorry, yeah, weekly model, daily model, and then this model. Sweep. We still have our S&T here. Right? Yeah, right here swept. All right, now we don't have an S&T. Okay. So we don't look for this yet. No SMT there. No SMT. So again, just watching, waiting. Just waiting. RTY. Yeah, everything is swept into that. Cool. We are in an imbalance. Yeah, just watch and wait. Wow. Wait, this was today? Oh wow. Yeah. Dang. We'll see. This is, yeah, price is a little all over the place right now, so. Wow. Holy crap, guys. What the heck? Here's our BPR. No, it's a BPR. I think it's a 3 minute. Yeah. BPR in a 3 minute here. And let's get rid of that. Wow. So then I'm waiting. I'm still waiting, right? We know we swept once. Boom. No SMT yet. So then what are we doing? We're waiting for that CISD to get put in. If we put in a CISD down here, I don't need to, I'll probably won't even look for an SMT, right? Because I know that we have, this wick basically gave us our SMT. If we go to the 5 second, and I know this is sort of overkill, but you have our SMT right here, right? That wick basically gave us our SMT. We're going to go back to the 45 second. If we get a close below here, this becomes a valid model to the downside, right? Understanding that, yes, we have an SMT here, but this SMT only confirms a certain, basically a certain range, right? So if we measure this, right, SMT is right here, boom. If we measure this, this is very small. You see that? Our target 4.5, boom. Okay, got it. And then that model is done here in a 5 second time frame. I don't want to see a 5 second model. I want to see a sort of larger time frame model. Here's our CISD. If we put a bullish candle here, I want to see, or sorry, I want to see a couple of bullish candles to become our CISD. Right now, currently, this is our CISD, right? This is our change in the state. We have our change in the state on RTY. So again, we just watching price on the 1 minute. Yeah, no, not. If we close below this, this becomes a change in the state. Then I don't really need to see this SMT here, right? I just need to see a change in the state. Why? Because I have an SMT up here. I have an SMT inside of this wick, inside of a BPR, right? Inside of a high time frame of this model. So this is a model playing out, and this is a second model playing out inside that model if we get that CISD. And this is what I would be willing to risk here on that CISD, right? Even if we don't have an SMT. No CISD yet. So just watching price. Watching price deliver here. No closure. If we get a second bullish candle, that'd be nice. Right? If we get back up here, that'd be nice. We have our CISD on RTY. I want to see how this plays out. This would be really interesting. CISD on RTY. So we're confirming this on RTY. That's one asset. I've honestly I haven't seen, I haven't played a CISD confirmed on another asset and traded one that hasn't. So I want to see how this plays out. Because I'd be interested, right? If a CISD closes and confirms in a different asset, does that confirm it everywhere else, or is that CISD divergence? Is that CISD divergence right here? See, CISD divergence. I'm just gonna watch here. I like this. Put equal lows or equal highs here inside of this fair value gap on YM. How's the 1 minute looking? Yeah. The 1 minute doesn't want to close below. On the 1 minute, there is no CISD on RTY, right? So only on the 45 second between these candles. Our 1 minute is right here. Let's just hold on to the 1 minute for a second. Yeah. 3 minute, where are we at? Yeah, 3 minute CISD is way down here. 3 minute CISD is way down here, right? So we're waiting for the 1 minute. Yeah, we're above a bunch of true day opens. Or sorry, true opens. Dang, that's 2 contracts here? Shoot. That's 1 contract. Yeah, that feels better. This might be a 1 contract play here, if we get it. No CISD yet. I need to turn this on. I need to turn this on here. What is going on? Copy. There we go. Okay, so ES, the CISD on ES is right here. All right, here we go. No closure above that one either. Shoot. Oh. Back to our CISD on this higher time frame model, right? Perfectly tapped into that right there. Look at that. On, holy crap. What? One? Oh, okay. 1 tick? Yeah. Okay. Let's see what we get, y'all. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Oh, we might get our second SMT right here if this manages to push above or not. We'll see. Where does this fall on ES? Oh, I have it here. Okay. Let's go. Where's our CISD? Like 490? 4980? Oh, nice, Gojis. I love it. This is not gonna be 10 contracts. I know this is 350. We're gonna do 3,005. So this is just for me to see where prices like for a single contract, not my full risk amount. I hope that makes sense. Or 980. Let's do, that would be 100. Okay, what about 200? Yeah, we might get our SMT up here, guys. So a single contract, 200 from our CISD. Well, that changed now. 982. It's 920, so 10 minutes till open. What's up, buddy? Can you go tell mommy? Can you close the door? Thank you. All right, we also have a PSP here. So yeah, that's PSP there. I like this. Let's measure this PSP right here. Yeah, that takes us below our 5-minute CISD, I think. Let's look. So this PSP candle. Yeah. Oh wait, no, 3-minute, right? We said 3-minute? Yeah, this takes us right to our CISD. I like this. I like this PSP candle there. We have hidden SMT. This is, guys, this price action has been pretty tough. I'm not gonna lie. This price action has been tough. There's our hidden SMT there. On the 3-minute? Yeah, on the 3-minute hidden SMT. Man, what the heck, y'all? This honestly, this has been this has been some crazy price action. All right, no CISD yet. 45-second is right there. 1-minute is right there. Let's just go with the 1-minute. Where are we at here? Tapped into that. Okay. Nothing yet either here. I mean, we have this. Do we have SMT? Nope. If you guys see something that I'm not seeing, let me know. But I do like that. I do like that PSP right here. That precision swing candle right here. I like this, and I think we have another one. 1, 2, 3. No, we don't. I mean, we have this one, but that's not. I'm not gonna count that. I like that PSP right here, because but I would like to see an SMT. Not gonna lie, would love to see an SMT with this. Let me just check this PSP real quick. Do I trust this PSP? I will trust that PSP if we close below this. If we get a closure below, if we get that CISD right here, I will trust that PSP. In 30 seconds. If we get that close, I will trust that PSP. In 10 seconds. Look at this. This is going to just wick right above it, not close it. Man. Boom. I like this. I like this a lot. This is looking good. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This is looking good. Closure below this CISD. I'll get in. Stop right up here. Now if it wants to come up and give me an SMT up here, whatever. But I don't know that that's a long way to risk there. Cause that's this, yeah, initial, second. That's a long way to risk right there, guys. This is our 5 minute? Or no, this is our 3 minute, isn't it? No, our 3 minute is way down here. Okay. 5 minute. Oh shoot. All right, 5 minute CISD is way down there. I like this. Because if this is gonna push and close, it's gonna push a long way. So the target, I like this target. Risk compared to that target is pretty nice. Yeah, I like this. All right, 30 seconds. If we close here, I'm getting in. Stop right up here. And I'm actually gonna take this on MES, guys. I'm taking it on MES, not on NQ, just because of price action. Now, if you can risk this on NQ, good for you. That would be great. That's a man. That would be really nice. Like target right here, these lows. Oh, buddy, 1 second. No confirmation here yet. No confirmation. Golly, we do have one here. We have one here. We have one here. Let's just see. Let's just do 350 with 2. Where does that put us? I like this. I do. Because this is our PSP. Right, PSP. Yeah, I like this. So I'm measuring PSP as a manipulation. If we get this closure. Yeah, if we get this closure down here. Manipulation, PSP, high time frame manipulation here. Even though we don't have an SMT. And I will take this. Oh, let's go. All right. Boom. Here we go. Stop loss above. We're going to do 2 contracts of this. We're going to sell. We're going to sell. Take profit. What did we say we were going? Now do we get filled? That's the question. I don't want to risk more than this on this. Like, it's just price has been so volatile. And there's my entry. There's my entry. Honestly, the better stop loss would be right up here. Just in case we want to get an SMT there. I'll put it right here. Like, I would feel really, really comfortable putting my stop right here if we put in an SMT, right? If this gave us an SMT, this would become the protected high. Because we don't have an SMT, we do have a CISD. And this is not, so here's the thing, right? This is me just at the same time, just kind of getting more conviction on my trades, understanding what could happen, what may not happen, etc., right? So we don't have SMT at the moment, but everything else we have, right? We have everything else that we want to see playing into this model. Now, this model what would make this a high probability model is if every asset took this high right here, right? If we took these highs and gave us SMT, right? But we are inside of a high time frame sort of POI, right? We moved into it. We got into it. Boom, there. No SMT, but we got a PSP there. And then we get a change in the state of delivery. I'm going to use that as my confirmation for this. 9:30 is coming up. So watch out. 30 seconds till 9:30, guys. 30 seconds. Oh boy, this is going to be good. And this is, I'm not going to lie, this is a hard, the two models that we looked at, right, on a hard, one on the hard time frame, the other one was, where was that one? The other one up here, the one that we try to, where was it? Right here. This one up here was difficult. You saw me trying to get that yesterday. We didn't get it, right? So it was a difficult, like price action. Yes, it's been running, but trying to get these plays in has been a little bit difficult. I'm not gonna lie. There's our SMT. Boom. There's our SMT right there. Love that. I love it. Let's go. Beautiful SMT. Makes me feel better. I'm still gonna hold my stop up here, right? We get an SMT inside of POI. This is starting to look better, guys. This is starting to look better. I was, and did you notice? So this is why I went on ES, right? I went on ES because I don't want to see these whips. I got whipped out yesterday on NQ just because of the moves, right? Can this still come up and take us out? Absolutely. Absolutely. But I'm just trying to play with the model and what it's showing me. I'm actually, you know what? We do have a, yeah, I'll keep it there. I'm just trying to play what the model shows me, right? That's all I want to do. I want to see what it's showing me and just play with it, not against it. Understanding we have a pretty large SMT down here on the, what was this? Right here, right? So that's still concerning. We'll see. Are we going to get tagged out here? And what is this model telling me? Like, if we get tagged out, this would be, I still like the setup. I do. I like all that we saw. All of this. Right? Even if we get tagged out. We got an SMT here. Boom, right there. Yeah, we might get tagged. Yeah, there we go. SMT, no SMT there, no SMT there. All right, yeah. Well, that was that. That's unfortunate. It's unfortunate, you know? You want to see these things play out, but... Oh, you got my water? Oh, wow, thank you. I love it. Bye, baby. Oh, unfortunate. Man, but that model was honestly not an easy model. That's not an easy model. Like we everything was there what we're looking for. Yeah, I like this. I do like it. I do like this. Yeah, I wonder what Price wants to do now. What does it want to do? Does it maybe we take this high up here on NQ, not on anything else, and then that's the drop lower. Is that gonna be the is that gonna be the play? Huh. And here's the thing, right? Like I'm just trying to figure out why didn't it work? Where was I wrong? What could I have now that's what I'm just trying to analyze at this point. Like what could I have done better? How could I have set this one up better? Like, and I mentioned it, like prices has been a little bit trying to catch these entries has been just a little bit difficult, right? Um, just the way prices, look at this. Holy crap. I'm happy with that entry. I love the execution. Once we got the SMT, that felt even better. I really, really like this, right? That was a great execution. Targets were there. Beautiful. Look at this. Like, this is beautiful. Targets are there. Prices didn't want to move there, which is fine. Oh. All right. Now we got a baby SMT right here. Sweet baby SMT. Boom. Yeah. And sweep. Second, third sweep. And I think we saw that. If we, you guys remember that? We saw that here. Where was it? Right here. We're trying to get in here, right? We got that high time frame sweep on ES once, twice, three times, four, five on our sixth. And this is where I was like, man, like the model was there. It was just unfortunate we got stopped out, but the model was there. And then we just got another SMT and another SMT, and it was just like this was a little difficult. I'm not gonna lie. It was just difficult. It was the execution was there. It was just a difficult model to play, right? So maybe just and this is just me evaluating this. It's do I want to set my stop loss just a little bit higher on these manipulations because they are truly manipulating price right on inside of our models, or do I just let it do its thing, right? And then get stopped out, and then now here's the thing. I know that even if this runs and it goes right now into the target, my FOMO needs to be controlled, period. I need to control that just because I understand what my model is, and then I have to come back in here, dissect this and learn from it. And if I can do that, and then if I learn something and I'm like, you know what? I've been getting stopped out by, X amount of ticks. Let's multiply that by 4 and move my stop 4 times those ticks. Just in case there's a manipulation, or let's just say, oh man, the wick of that. Let's see what happens if I move my stop, right there. Is that valid? Why is it valid? What should I do? What did I learn about it? Etc. Etc. Especially with the swings that we've been getting, right? You guys know that. You guys know the swings we've been getting have been huge, like huge. What is this? 7%, like 1,500 points. That's insane. Just to have a stop loss right at the top, like, and again, it's like, how do we line these things up to make sense? Not to make sense, but to make them work for us, especially in times like this where volatility is just insane, right? Back here, Sure, you can have that stop loss and it'd be fine, right? The volatility is like, cool, we get this beautiful move, whatever, whatever. But man, oh man, oh man, has volatility been crazy for us in 2 days, right? Anyways, that's what I'm looking at. That's sort of how I'll be learning from this, right? And trying to understand price just a little bit. What time is it? 9:38. 9:38. Man, this thing's about to push, huh? Wow, another one. This is, yeah, that's crazy. Crazy. All right, y'all. That was good. That was a good try. I'm not gonna lie. That was a good try. So we have a sweep now of this high on all assets. Yeah, on all assets. A sweep of that high on all assets. Shoot. Well, yeah, this thing's pushing. Pushing. All right, so there we go. Now we have this model. Holy crap, look at that push, y'all. Insane. Insane. All right, we swept the top of that model there on NQ, or sorry, what is this? Um, yeah, MNQ. Shoot, all right. What a push, y'all. What a push. Seriously. What the heck? Where are we at here? Are you watching? Yeah, I'm watching. Yes, sir. Yeah, what a push. What a push. Wow, y'all. This is insane. Insane. Wow. Well, if you caught this, amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Didn't play out how we wanted it to. We have, man. All right. Yeah. This is a, I mean, this is a push, guys. This is a push. This is now 50% of the range. Let's get rid of a bunch of this crap. Ah, much better. This is now 50% of the range, I believe. Yeah, this is exactly 50% of that range. Right there. Top 50% of that range. Okay, we're putting in SMT here. Okay. I don't know. I don't know if I want to play with price right now. Ooh, that's a big old push. It is at 50%. This is previous. I mean, this is an area that I'd be watching, right? I'd be watching this. Right, the top of the gap. If we look at this on the daily, uh, let's get rid of that. If we look at this on the daily, let's extend this for a moment. Oh, okay, that's previous. Yeah, that's highs on here. This is a monthly BPR, I believe. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, this is the bottom of that BPR right here. Is that what we're trading into? Yeah. Wow. Wow, okay. Jeez. Y'all, these swings are just they're pretty wild. Not gonna lie. They're pretty wild. Holy crap. What was this? Like, y'all saw this, right? 100 points in like a minute, wasn't it? Yeah, a minute. In a minute, in 1 minute candle, 100 points. I don't even know what to think. I truly don't even know what to think. It's insane. Well, there you go. It's 9:44. 9:44. We don't have any news. I don't believe we have news. Let me just check all news. I want to see what we have and what we don't have. 10 o'clock, final wholesale inventories month over month. That might have something to do here, guys. Like, but this is previous, right? Actualism forecast released about 40 days after the month ends. Oh, so this was previous. So this will be good, right? Maybe because this was before tariffs. Final wholesale inventories month over month, depending on where they're coming from, etc., etc. Future business spending because company. Oh, okay. Signal for future business spending companies. So even if this comes out good, right? The month over month final wholesale inventories, you got to understand. Even if it comes out as good news, we know the news are not great. So watch that for anything that you're doing today. We know those news are not going to be great. Um, yeah, man, oh man, sick, dude. Yeah, I'm just looking at your setup right now. This looks good. What is this? 5073? Did you get filled? Oh, dude, please tell me you got filled on that one. No, no. Let's go, boy. Jared, what's up, man? Shout out to Jared. He's awesome. Welcome to the chat. Hey, he's about to make a hundred grand right now this morning. He told me, he said he took out a mortgage on his house. He's gonna put it all into the market and make triple that thing. Boy, let's get it. I'm believing in you. Shout out to Jared. Uh, yeah, man, this is crazy. This is crazy price action, y'all. We do have an SMT, all right? Now here's the thing. We have an SMT inside of a this is an even bigger time frame model. Oh man, these models are just playing left and right, y'all. Left and right. Remember, we have that right now. We have an SMT inside of this. The bottom, we're tapping into the bottom of this BPR. The BPR top is right here. Boom. This is the BPR that we're looking at. We are inside of it, right? We came down. Now, are we going to reject this again to continue lower, or do we want to hold price here, bounce above this, find some support, and then move higher? Honestly, I see this as a continuation lower before it comes higher. That's just me. That's what I would love to see this. I would love to see some new lows, right? RTY did give us a low on that. You can see RTY did put in a new year low. So this is you have to be careful with that. You have to be careful, but obviously the sentiment, the market has been pretty bearish right now. So keep that in mind, right? But don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to trade this. Yo, I gotta use the restroom. Give me 1 second. I have to use the restroom. But y'all, we're watching Prize. I'll be right back. Don't go nowhere on me. All right. Am I still here? Can you guys hear me? Yeah? All right, cool. All right. Where we at? Where we at? Let's see. Ah, man. Honestly, it's kind of hard to not see a wick like this and be like, that's not manipulation. Especially SMT. Like, I don't know. This looks good. This to me looks so good. What are we waiting for? CISD. CISD if we want to get it. Where's our CISD? That looks like a beautiful Judas swing, not gonna lie. Are we gonna get a CISD or not? All right. 10-10. I'm off the charts. I'll be out of here. Doing my thing. Yeah, but this was a beautiful push higher. Not yeah, this was a gorgeous push higher for sure. Let's get rid of this. We don't need this anymore. We need our CIC tracker. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. What are oh man. Yeah, this looks good. Oh, okay. So look at Apple. Look at where Apple is trading into right now and rejecting. SMT between Nvidia, Tesla, Apple's reject. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, guys. Y'all want to let's look at a video for a second. Let's look at Nvidia. I mean, no, Nvidia's this is a prime. This is prime to pretty much just go higher. Right? Nvidia is prime to go higher. Apple, not so much. Tesla. Oh, maybe. I'd love to see us move into this channel right here. All right, if we look at this, we can get into this channel. That would look good. That would look good. We're not even in it yet. Let's look at the where are we at here? Oh, okay. All right. Where's the dollar at? Oh, okay. Y'all, SMT on the dollar to go higher. Bonds, SMT for them to go higher. This ain't looking good, guys. This ain't looking good. Oh boy. Yep. I don't know. This ain't. Where's my? Here we are. This ain't looking too good. I'm not gonna lie. This ain't looking too good. Ain't looking too pretty. Yeah, this ain't looking pretty. Mm-hmm. PSP. Oh wait, no, that's not PSP. That's just inverted. Yeah. Yeah. Shoot. Okay. Hmm. 9:57. 10 o'clock news is coming out soon, and these are wholesale inventories month over month. Something to keep an eye. Truly, I don't trust this up. I don't trust this to the upside. Uh, we're getting an SMT not filling, so everything ES and Q, or sorry, NQ has tapped into this. ES has failed this. It's a big gap for sure. YM is failing this. RTY is failing, or no, tapped into it. SMT here, SMT here, with a second SMT gap. This looks, yo, I'm okay. Call me crazy, but I think this is going down. I think we're going down from here. Okay, I think we're going down from here, and if we don't go down, then that's it. We're done. We're out. We're done. 958. 958. Remember, this line right here is the bottom of our monthly BPR or fair value gap, whatever that was. Yeah, monthly fair value gap. That's the bottom of it. Yes, we have this big rejection candle, but we're tapping into that, the bottom of that monthly. So just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind, okay? Just keep that in mind. Looks like we're about to get, is this? Oh, okay. So we do have this little baby SMT here. Again, remember, smaller SMTs confirm other SMTs, right? Smaller ones confirm the big ones. CISD is still way down here. And then on the 1 minute, CISD is, that is our CISD right here. I would like to see this one before anything else. I would like to see this as our CISD. It's just, it's hard to get bull. I mean, I'm ready to be bullish. It's just hard to be bullish when we're sitting right at the middle of this. Yeah, it's hard to be bullish here. Not really. We'll see what we get. We'll see what we get. Here's 10 o'clock. Yeah, 10-10, I'm out of here. 10-10, I'm done. I don't know that I want to be. Wow, what a beautiful push. Wow, what was this? 600, 669 points. Insane. Insane, y'all. This insane. Look at this again. What the heck? What are we doing here? Oh my Lanta, look at this crap. What are we doing here, y'all? What are we doing here? Yeah, this is insane. All right, well, did everything tap into that gap? Yes. Yes. Is this the 4 hour? Yeah. No, nothing tapped into that 4 hour. We're just here sitting, still just chilling here. All right, maybe we are moving above that gap. Maybe we move above, find some support here, and boom. But I don't know. I don't like this SMT on the bonds. I don't like this SMT on the dollar. I don't like it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, y'all. So there's none here. None here anymore. Let's take this off. Let's take that. Get rid of. Let's get rid of this. Yeah, we know we're in our BPR right now, or sorry, fair value gap here. This, we don't need that. Dang. $10.03. 10.10 is gonna come up soon, so I can go hang out. Yeah, I mean, this SMT is holding up pretty nice right here. Remember, and we mentioned it. We said, hey, let's just be careful with this, knowing that it's there. To until when? I have no clue. Is this gonna? This could be the SMT that just changes price to the upside, right? It could. I'm not saying that it will, but it could. Or is this just to rebalance price? Is that all we want to do here? Right? You see 50% there, right? If we look at this here to here, 50% there. And then if we look at this from here to here, shoot. That's not 50%. And then this one, 50% there. I don't know, Sam. I don't know. Price action in ham. Uh, that's all. That's a beautiful run, yeah. This is a gorgeous run. Look at this. Wow. And this is where it becomes a little bit difficult, right? Because we're in between what could be a new model or in between the previous model, right? So this becomes sort of a little cloudy, if you will, right? Because we know we have this SMT here. If this is our manipulation, right? Look at where we go. Right? Even if we just measure that one candle, that's where we go. This model is still in play, right? This model is still in play. Have we met our target? No. But if we measure from here to here, this has met the target. Is this our second stage accumulation for a continuation, right? And this SMT just pushes up to rebalance, right? Look at this, haven't met the target, and it falls in those lows. It falls in those lows. Conviction needs to be at its highest right now, right? I have to have enough conviction to say this is the SMT, that this is going to take us lower. The only reason we got this SMT was to rebalance and nothing else. And if that's what I believe, I've got to execute on it. I've got to, right? And maybe we don't get an entry. Maybe we get an entry somewhere down here, right? Maybe price action delivers efficiently right now, right? Maybe just continues lower, boom. Then we get a second stage of accumulation of this model here into a continuation lower. Is that what we want to do? I don't know, right? So when I say the price has been tricky, it has been tricky 100%. Yeah, all right. 10:07. It's 10:07. I need to give you guys the link to the group. Invite. Uh, where is this? Server settings. Yo, what is, here we go. Invites. Oh, I see. Okay, disable that. Invites. Here we go. All right. Where is this? Manage videos. Yeah, I didn't put the right link before, but this will be the right one here. And I'll be sure to update it. Save. All right, so then this one, link in the description below. That should be the right one. So go ahead and join the Discord. I believe it's it, guys. Let me just double check. So, and sorry about that. Yep, that's it. So go ahead and join using that link below. I got to change it on. I've got to change it on every video, but I'll do that. I'll do that some other time. Yeah. Shoot. Go. That was a lot of links, a lot of missing links, if you will. Comment analytics. Let's see. Edit title. This. Here we go. Save. Edit title and description. Here we go. Save. Man, you know how many people probably didn't join because of this? That's on me. That's on me. Edit title and description. Save. Dude, how many of these? Dang it. Save. Save. It's 10:10. Let's go, baby. Let's go. 10:10. I will be out of here soon as I change these descriptions. If you have any questions, let me know. Drop them in the comments. I would love to get you guys involved in the Discord. Join the Discord, first link in the description below. I'm updating that right now on every other video, but it'll be really helpful. Even if you don't know anything about trading or you're like, I don't trade futures, that's fine. We talk about every kind of trading, futures, stocks, you name it, it's there. That's a lot of videos that I live streams. All right, there. I think that should be enough. I don't want to do all of them. I should, but I'm not gonna do all of them. Anyways, that's what we're looking at. I think this is a high time frame model still playing out to the downside. That's just that's me. We needed, so here's, remember this, the market does a couple of things, right? Generates liquidity, hunts liquidity, rebalances inefficiencies, and rebalances to equilibrium, right? That's the market. That's what it's doing. I hate them. I hate them too. Yes, I do. I hate them. So that's what it does. That's what the market is doing all of the time. So what are we waiting for, right? This right here, remember, from when Trump spoke to now, has been rebalanced. Inside of rebalance, we have SMT, right? So SMT inside of a PD array that took us lower. Now what? Well, we have this second leg of manipulation, right? This was from yesterday's highs to today's lows, the overnight lows. It's rebalanced. How do we get there? SMT. Is this the SMT that's going to hunt liquidity right up here? Or is this an SMT for manipulation? Which one are we going to look for? Right? Is this an SMT that's going to come and hunt this? Right? Or I'm high, but not high. All right. That's cool, man. Listen, you can be here. Come hang out. Do your thing. Yes, hunt. Dude, I don't know who you are, man, but whatever. Is that what we want to see? Right? I'm looking for a rejection here inside of a monthly PD array. For what? A continuation lower For what? To hunt these lows. These are the lows that I'm looking for, right? At least this low right here. This is my target. This is my POI for that model. Why not here? Why not here? We already took that low. This low did its job with the SMT. On a higher time frame, yes, this low is a target. Easy target is going to be right here. Why? Change of the state is right there. As we get a change of the state, I'm expecting this to rebalance 50% of that move and then a continuation lower if we want to get that, or if we get an SMT. Thanks, man. Hey, join next time. Subscribe if you want. This is if you're high but not high. Yes, and hunt. Let's get it, boy. Let's get it. I'm excited. Yeah, I'll be looking for this to the downside. Not gonna lie. I'll be really honest with you. Looking for this to the downside. Right? But price action has been, it's been heavy. Heavy both ways. Like we have this push, right? We have this push. Is that push just to rebalance? We have these wicks. Are these wicks just a manipulation wicks? What are we doing? Well, how many points is this? How many points? This is on the 15 minutes. On the 15 minute, this wick points. 150 points of that wick, y'all. Insane. Insane. Look at this. It's, you're looking at this. Let's look at the 30 minute. The 30 minute might look, yeah, this looks better. Looking at this, you're like, oh man, this looks bullish. Yeah, it looks bullish. Can we hold this? Can we hold that? If we're bullish, can we hold that? Or do we invert this? Right? Meaning, do we come back down? Boom. And then tap into both of these before going lower. Right? So anyways, I hope you enjoy the stream. We took an L. That's all right. We took an L. But yeah, we'd be looking for some more. I'd be looking for some more downside today. I would be looking for some more downside today. Yeah, like this just looks good. This looks good. Yes, we have an SMT, right? So how strong is that SMT? I don't know, man. I don't know, but I'm looking for some more downside. It's hard to just leave these lows open. All of these. Look. Open, 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 open. Sorry, not open, but that one. Anyways, enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy trading. Enjoy whatever you're gonna do. I'll catch you guys tomorrow in the morning for another market open. And if you want more updates on what we're doing, on how we're trading, if we catch anything, join the Discord. First link in the description down below. Absolutely free for you to join. Make sure you like and subscribe. It helps this channel. It helps this. Just helps me too. Helps my ego. Just kidding. Anyways, I appreciate you guys, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.